Hi, I'm Teeks. I live and work in Wuhan in China, and I have been journaling for a good few years. If you come to my house unannounced, you will find three things stacked together on my living room table, and these are the three things that you'll find. This might be different though, it depends on what I'm reading at that time. I have my journaling notebook. My second one is my notes notebook. In this one, I tend to write down some notes and my weekly to-do list and sometimes daily to-do list, and I use it to tick it off every evening. And finally, you'll find a book that I'm currently reading. Right now, I'm reading The Source by Dr. Tara Swart, and I absolutely love this. The reason that I love journaling and have been doing it for a few years is because it does something to my brain that really helps me to be aware and be present in the moment, which then helps me to really get things together in my life, whether it's my personal life, my work life, my health, and allows me to do better, be a better person, and to grow. Now, you might be thinking, well, it's just writing. What's writing going to do for you? And is it just complaining on a piece of paper about your day and having these Dear Diary moments? No, not at all. It's nothing like that. Though initially I did start off like that because I had no idea how to journal. I would just dump down some things about my day and then, well, now what do I do? So it does take time and consistency to really understand what it can do for you and see the benefits of journaling. For me, journaling is something that I tend to do every night. Now, not every single night, because there might be some days or a day or night that I might miss because I'm really tired, I'm exhausted, and I don't have the energy. I am fairly consistent with my journaling. My morning routine habit before this was to journal every single morning. However, these last few months, I have not been journaling on weekdays. Some days I still manage to do it on weekdays, but it's quite rare due to my schedule and things that I like to do and have a slow morning for myself. So I like to change it up a little, which means I like to get ready without rushing and take care of myself, enjoy my cup of coffee, sometimes do some reading. When I journal at nighttime, it allows me to really look at my day, like what I got up to. Was there something worrying me? Why was it worrying me? What were my thoughts? Any anxiety I had? Question my thoughts, whether they were true or not, or it's just something that I'm thinking. Does not mean that it's true. Whether it's in my control or not, if I can do something about it or if I cannot do something about it, what's the next step for it? I really like to reflect on my day with gratitude as well and see what went well for me during the day. And something I do like to do is read back on what I wrote yesterday or do a weekly reflection of my journaling, so I'm able to question my thoughts and what I have written and question myself basically, so I have better awareness of my thought process and where I am at in my life and how I can do better, be a better person and grow. When I do journal at night, I feel so much better in terms of having a clear head at night. That means that I can sleep much better because I'm not going to wake up in the middle of the night overthinking and have these spiral thoughts, which I do have when I don't journal. And I notice the difference between journaling and not journaling because I've had nowhere to actually dump my thoughts and reflect on myself and what's up here. I'm still carrying it with me to bed. So all it's going to do is just chatter in my brain because it has nowhere to go. So I do need to put it down somewhere, and that is at nighttime journaling. I do feel more positive when I journal. I feel so much better and life just feels lighter because my problems don't seem to be that big anymore. And even if they are, I feel like there are some options I have. And if it's something that's out of my control, I need to let it go and I need to learn to let it go. So it really helps with my mindset and positivity as well, just letting go of the negative events or negative thoughts. It also does help my mornings the next day. If I journal the night before, I will feel so much better in the morning. I am less anxious. The difference between morning and night journaling in terms of morning is that when I journal in the morning, it allows me to really let out my thoughts in terms of my anxiety, because anxiety is something that you're worried about that hasn't happened yet. So why am I so stressed? When I'm able to write it down about what's coming, what's worrying me, what to expect, what I can do about it, how I can be prepared. And sometimes life will hand you things that you did not expect and you just cannot prepare for the unknown. And something that's really helps me with morning journaling is if I journal in the morning, I can let go of whatever's up here and put it on paper. And then I can just close that chapter and I feel so much better, because that means now I can use my brain power and all my energy onto other things. For example, maybe being more creative, productive, or maybe just simple things like relaxing, really being present in the moment. Even if it's just reading a book, I can read the book and concentrate rather than just reading every second and then looking up or picking up my phone and trying to get a quick dopamine hit from scrolling on my phone. Instead, it helps me to really be aware of what am I feeling and what's going on with my mind up here and my body. It also allows me to rest guilt-free when I have let it all out onto paper, because then I don't need to think about it again and again in my head. I can just enjoy my day and really rest. It's a proven method and it is backed up by science. One of the psychologists, James Pennebaker, did a studies in the 80s, I think, with a group of students where they observed them over time on those who journaled and those who did not journal and how they responded mentally and physically. And they found that those who did journal had better brain and mental clarity as well as physical health. They went to the doctors less with less health issues compared to those who did not. So his research really does show that it reduces your stress hormone and improves your overall immune health system and your sleep, because you've taken the time to take those thoughts from your brain and put them somewhere rather than carrying them with you. Your brain then stops trying to hold on to them. So when you write down and you look at your writing, read back, that is something that's right in front of you that you can question and reflect on. I really love journaling both at night and at night time, so it's not affecting my sleep and I can have a better day tomorrow and in the morning, so I don't take it with me throughout my day. I think some people really misunderstand what journaling is and how it can really help you. And sometimes they give up too quickly because there's no magic happening if you're just going to write down on paper about what happened today. So brain dumping is amazing. However, you do need to give it time and be consistent in order to see the benefits of how it can improve and change your life like it has mine.